On the Business Courier front page centerpiece this week, an historic Cincinnati neighborhood may be returning to its glory days. In fact, for a long neglected stretch of Walnut Hills, once known as Cincinnati's second downtown, it's not a matter of if, but when. Investments of about $50 million over the past 15 years are the impetus for the Renaissance. You may recognize the old Peebles Corner building, now known as Paramount Square. Many of the buildings along the business district on East McMillan are shuttered or in disrepair, and the neighborhood has long ranked among Cincinnati's worst for violent crime. Model Group, an urban development company, has its office in Walnut Hills, but the neighborhood was never the focus of its redevelopment efforts until now.
The location is terrific. It is equidistant from downtown and uptown, the two biggest job centers, a little over 1.5 miles for each of those. And so we were able to offer a little bit different product for folks who want to live in the urban core, but don't want to live in downtown, over the Rhine, or uptown.
Bobby Maley gives credit to Kevin Wright for putting Walnut Hills on the radar. Wright is the executive director of the Walnut Hills Redevelopment Foundation. Wright worked with Model Group to develop the $9 million Trevaron Flats project in Walnut Hills, which brought 30 residential units, a restaurant, and 2 bars to McMillan. Model is also working on a $20 million redevelopment of Paramount Square, which will include 22 apartments, office, and retail space. Kevin Wright joins Business Courier editor Rob Dahlmeyer in the studio with more on the transformation of Walnut Hills.
Thank you so much, Peg. Kevin, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Before we talk about Walnut Hills, tell everybody what you do.
So we are the Walnut Hills Redevelopment Foundation, of which I'm the executive director. We're a team of about 5 people. We are a nonprofit community development corporation. So we're a place-based nonprofit, waking up every day, thinking about how to improve the quality of life in Walnut Hills. We've been around almost 40 years as of next year. But about 6 years ago, we reinvented ourselves around this new type of urban development that's happening that's centered around walkability and economic development. And we began just taking a laser focus on Peebles Corner.
It's a beautiful, I mean, that intersection, everybody who's ever driven by it knows it. It's an iconic building, is going to be wonderful, I think. But why is Walnut Hills such an important part of Cincinnati?
Well, I think Walnut Hills has to grow if the city of Cincinnati is going to really grow, particularly when you talk about neighborhoods. It's situated, you heard Bobby just say it, it's situated right by uptown and downtown, the 2 biggest job centers in the region. And then OTR, which is one of the fastest growing places, is about a 3-minute bike ride down the hill. You've got Mount Adams, East Walnut Hills around you. And it's really kind of the missing piece between the success of uptown and downtown and the success of the eastern neighborhoods like Hyde Park, O'Brienville, and Mount Lookout.
Why now? This neighborhood had been seeing de-investment or disinvestment for half a century. Why now?
Well, in the article, it kind of outlines what we've done over the last 5 or 6 years, but we've been working extremely hard behind the scenes, a lot of different partners to make today and this sort of movement that's happening in Walnut Hills happen now. But I think larger trends are at play around people wanting to live close to where they work, in a historic neighborhood, in a walkable neighborhood with proximity to public transit. And also what's happening over the Rhine, I think, has really been key. It's shown the city that that type of urban living is possible, and it's provided a place for us to insert ourselves into a more affordable option, but still close to downtown and uptown.
Great. Well, good luck to you. I know you guys are just getting started in a lot of ways, so I hope to talk to you again.
Thank you.